let me tell you, you've got the most important information that doesn't really matter, but it's good information.
You're welcome.
And welcome back to Dad. Did we just break America?
I'm Skylar, your resident Gen Z doom scroller, and I'm here with my annoying dad and my lovely dog.
And I'm Corey, your cynical Gen Xer. And I'm very cynical.
Why?
Well, the dog is sick, and that's making me cynical and sad.
I'm very sad.
And Skylar, we are about to embark on one of the greatest things on the planet.
Why?
It's a holiday in a day or two. The 250th anniversary of America.
Why are you saying it like that?
I don't know. Sounded good.
Okay, yes, we are. It's very exciting.
Is it exciting?
Yeah, it's a celebration.
What are we celebrating exactly?
The greatest idea that man has ever had.
So now let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question?
I guess that's why we're here.
So if the founding fathers were here 250 years later, what do you think they'd think?
They'd cry.
Okay, so that's your first reaction, right?
Well, they won the first of unwinnable wars. For what? For us to all
Well,
act like
do
lunatics?
you think they would recognize America?
Probably not, no.
I mean, obviously, technological advancement, buildings, and all sorts of
Probably
cars that they didn't have that.
no, they had horses. Go to Washington, DC, they still haven't figured it out.
So, obviously back then, like, there was no news, there was no TV, there was no radio.
In 1776?
I'm just saying, there was none of that.
Really? We had no idea.
The
I sent a guy on a horse to tell people that the British were coming.
British are coming!
And you're telling me there was no radio? No shit, Sherlock. It was what year was it?
1776.
But is that when it started?
Oh boy.
What year did the war start? 76?
No, it was before that.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's really the first of one of many questions I think we should delve into tonight, today, tomorrow. Well, I don't understand. Is there a party? Is there not a party? Everybody's talking about it like there were people coming. Now there are people who canceled
What do you mean?
at the 250th celebration that President Trump was at. I don't understand.
I think there's a state fair.
Fair.
I feel like I heard that, but I could be lying.
A fair.
Like a county fair.
Kind of cool. Where is it in DC?
No, I don't think so. In like Kentucky or something.
Kentucky.
I could be totally making this up though. Like I should probably look it up.
So if the founding fathers could see America today, would they say mission accomplished? Because you remember it was an experiment, right? Which it still is. Or would they say, what the bleep happened?
No, I think probably a little bit of both. Because they fought for our right to have this free society, and we for sure do.
For sure, for sure.
Like, everybody is doing whatever the hell they want, climbing the Empire State Building.
What was that about?
Freedom. I don't know.
To propose? Don't you want to stay on the ground? Like, I don't understand. I got that right? The guy
No, they
proposed?
proposed as they were coming down. There were already police helicopters circling them. And he's like, "Just wait a minute, I'm gonna propose?" Must have been true
Well, it's
love.
probably cool, bro.
But they were tweeting from up there.
Cell service at its finest. You're sitting next to a cell tower. Doesn't get any better than that.
No, but it's very dangerous up there.
How'd they get up there without anybody knowing?
They got up to the 102nd floor and then got
To the observatory, right?
and then they got through some shaft to the 103rd floor, and then they climbed up. But they don't know how they got to the 103rd floor. And that's freedom, man.
Someone's getting fired tomorrow is all I gotta say.
Tomorrow?
Well, they may not got fired today because they were trying to figure out how the hell that all happened.
Uh,
Right? Right.
yeah. Tomorrow at the latest.
So you think they would say a little bit of both?
I think we're pretty free. You have the right to say things that they fought for that. You have
Okay.
the right to be whoever the hell you wanna be and believe whatever the hell you wanna believe. Somebody just won in New York City that believes that we deserve 9/11. It's our fault. I mean, freedom.
Well, I think we should take a different tact on this pod. I think that we often talk about, or we always talk about, or maybe that's what we do in society. We talk about what's wrong all the time, right? We're all complainers, right?
Yeah, but there's a lot of things about this
So
country
what
that
do you
are
think
right.
America got right?
I think America got a lot right, and I think that I've been learning that from the, World Cup. There are so many people here that have never been here before,
Okay.
and they are having the time of their lives. They love it here. They don't wanna leave. They are making videos apologizing for believing what they read about America on the news.
Interesting.
We should have hosted the World Cup a decade ago because this is the best PR this country has money could ever buy. They're like, "This place is crazy," in the best possible way.
And when what kind of things are they saying?
They, like, go to local high schools, and they're like they have stadiums at the high schools for sports.
So other countries don't have that.
I guess they don't take football as seriously. High school football is a thing in America.
And what I guess okay, so
We have Buc-ee's. Do you know how many petrol stops there are?
now, so I guess the question
Free
is,
refills. They're freaking out.
so I guess the question is, after all those people who are here for the World Cup who are praising America,
And ranch dressing.
well, ranch dressing is pretty cool. So
You
I'm
wanna
not
see
a
what the
fan
TSA
myself,
said?
but you can't have ranch dressing, right?
No, they asked, "If you're here for a sporting event and you happen to have just discovered ranch dressing," in all caps, "please put it in your checked luggage." And then they had to put out a further statement, and they said, "Please stop chugging your ranch dressing before the security line. The airline will check it for you."
Well, why do they care if people want to chug it
Because they're getting sick.
mid-flight?
On the line! They've never had ranch before. They're drinking 4 bottles of it
Gotcha.
in 5 minutes. That's crazy. The American airports have not had a day since the World Cup started without a ranch dressing incident.
Wow. Let me tell you, you've got the most important information that doesn't really matter, but it's good information.
You're welcome. Somebody's gotta say, whoever is running, if you're listening, whoever is running the TSA social media deserves a raise. They are the funniest follow in all of America and every other country.
The funniest follow.
They're
For
hysterical.
those of us who aren't doom scrollers,
They just they post really funny things.
okay. So in 2026,
Yeah,
what's the most American thing that's left out there in the world? Duh.
that's left out in the rest of the world.
I mean, not the world, but that's left. Like things have changed so much. America has changed so much over the past 10, 12
Baseball.
years. Okay, there you go.
Is that what you were looking for?
Yep.
Where do you think I'm spending our 250th birthday?
Baseball,
At the ballpark.
baseball, apple pie,
A hot dog.
and Chevrolet. So you think baseball makes America uniquely American?
Yeah, it's our favorite pastime.
What else besides baseball?
Sports.
Lots of countries have sports. Eh.
The Knicks.
Survey says lots of countries have basketball.
The New York Knicks, they don't have the New York Knicks.
Seriously, come on.
I don't know what makes us different. Ranch dressing, apple pie, baseball.
I would have said mac and cheese, but
I've had mac and cheese other places.
you have?
Yeah.
So besides baseball, what did we get right?
A lot of things, freedom of speech, even though I hate hearing what people have to say. More than anything in the world, I'll defend their right to say it because it's right. Freedom of
Okay.
expression,
I'm gonna tell you from my generation what we got right.
protesting,
Oh, besides that,
the right to protest anything you desire.
the American dream.
I don't know what that is, so
Well, that's what I want to talk about. You don't know what the American dream is?
I was being nonsensical.
So what does the American dream mean to your generation?
That you could be anything you wanna be.
Well, that's true, right?
If you make it here, you can make it anywhere.
I want to wake up. Anyway,
In a city that never sleeps. Oh,
okay. You better quit your job as a singer.
yeah.
What is the American dream for your generation?
I don't know,
You don't know because people don't talk about it?
because
Or you don't know
nobody feels like there is one.
okay. Why do you think your generation feels like there isn't one?
Because everybody's been told that, like, they can't do anything, but also, like, we've made it bad to, like, do well and make money. That's a bad thing now.
Well, the American dream was anybody from any walk of life could start out here
And make it.
and make it and make a business and make it big and become financially, you know, wealthy or become financially independent and give back to society and have things that they never had.
Mhm.
But all of a sudden, the American dream
Burn it to the ground.
has become like a bad thing.
Yeah. It's confusing.
It's not confusing, it's somewhat ridiculous.
Well, I'm a little confused. I still think it's a great thing. We are afforded opportunity and luxury just from being born here that people would give their lives for.
And many people did.
Yes, but that people in other places right now would do anything to have.
Correct.
The people
Most
in Iran would do anything to wake up here and be
most of
poor here.
most of the civilized world would.
Yeah, they'd give anything to be a poor person in America
So why do a lot of us take it for granted here
because
or
we don't know any different.
squander it?
I don't know. America has become political to Americans. It's not bigger than that to them. They don't love America. They just like, I don't have to like the administration to say that I love this country, that I think this country is worth fighting for and defending, and the values that this country was founded on and that we have held dear are worth defending.
Well, those values may be, but those aren't the values of today, right?
No, but those values are worth fighting for. They are worth defending.
If America started out today in 2026,
Oh god, help us.
do you think it would survive?
No, because the people that started it don't even have enough backbone to order their own food on Uber Eats. That guy had to go on horseback to everybody's house to alert them that the British were coming. Do you know how much time that would take? You'd first have to get the horse.
Well, you'd have to go find a horse, right? You could drive. You could take an Uber.
The Uber driver person would say they'd wait for you, then they'd leave you, then you'd have to get a new Uber. It's happened to me many a time.
Facts.
I check in with the Uber if I was stopped 10 times now because I had one bad incident.
But seriously,
No, I don't think so. A country is only as strong as the people who give
well,
of themselves for it.
250 years ago, I guess a group of people who, you know, started out rebelling, right?
Mhm.
And that's why I think everybody kind of rests their hat on that it's okay to rebel.
Yeah, because they did it. No, they did it for a real reason and a real cause.
Well, you think they did, but I'm sure that everybody who's demonstrating
I'm
about
happy
this or
for them,
that,
but they don't. That's not the same. And I'm right and they're wrong.
if you don't say so yourself.
I do say so myself.
And I guess if you could bring one thing back to America that it doesn't have anymore, what would that be?
Pride.
Pride in being American.
Yeah.
What about like work ethic?
Well, that too, but pride. I will not apologize for the fact that I am proud to be from here. I am proud to live here. I'm proud to call this place home. And I don't think that it's something you should have to apologize for. A lot of ordinary, great people have given their lives for us to be able to eat a hot dog and go to a baseball game and watch some fireworks every year and live in the freest place in the world. It's something to be proud of, not embarrassed of.
Interesting. And you think most people are.
Embarrassed or pretend they're embarrassed to fit in with their social circle because it's the new cool thing. Not new, but it's the cool thing.
So, 300th birthday of America, 50 years from now.
It's crazy.
So, predict the future. What is America going to be like
I don't want to know.
50 years from now?
Maybe I'll go back.
To what? Horse and buggy?
No. Like, maybe it will be cool to love America again when I'm 73.
But what do you think will be going on here
I don't know.
in
I don't know what's
2076?
gonna happen here tomorrow.
2076, another 50 years from now. You have the start of AI. Do you think that by 2076, AI will have taken over like Terminator and we'll all be gone?
I ask you all the time to stop talking about it. It makes me utterly uncomfortable.
Or nervous AI speaker?
I don't like it.
What do you think is the one thing that America can never lose and shouldn't and should work hard not to?
What do you think?
I think that freedom of speech is a great thing.
But
There's a butt coming. How'd you know it was a butt? But
because I live with you and I know you and I'm yours. You
yeah,
are me and I am you.
wow, that's so deep, bro.
Whoa.
So I think that freedom of speech is a great thing. I think that though it can be taken to a ridiculously stupid level.
Mhm.
Um, and I think that America should not lose real democracy, where it is a government of the people,
For the people.
by the people, excuse me while I'm speaking, and for the people. And I think that that's one of the most important factors of democracy. I think that anytime any group becomes in control of government, and I'm not talking about political party
You're
and
just talking about of any faction getting too big.
and I think those are dangerous. I think that, we probably should have more than a two-party system at this point
Probably.
because the same things keep rearing their heads as policy issues that probably could have been wiped out if there was another party that had a different point of view.
Probably.
But I still think, and I still know, it's not that I just think it, America, and I studied politics in college, and America is the best form of democracy or government that there is out there.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean that we're always going to get it right or,
We don't a lot of the time, but that doesn't mean that we're not exceptional.
and I think that we get a bad rap for a lot of that. And I think that one of the biggest problems in being American is that it doesn't stand for what it used to stand for.
No.
Even in this armed conflict in Iran, Americans aren't rallied together. And what does it take? It takes another bunch of jihadist psychopaths to drop a bunch of buildings in a major city in order for the country to
Come together.
come together and shift its focus
Well,
on.
by the way, somebody said that the other day, and like, that is a very sad truth.
I mean, it's kind of crazy to me that we're all just not happy to celebrate the fact that 250 years ago, our founding fathers went to do something completely radical. And I don't mean radical like, oh my God, radical, man.
No,
That
like, absolutely.
absolutely out of nowhere, didn't even know if it was going to work, but tried it anyway.
Gave everything.
And again, I was getting there, gave everything and then some. And there's not one party I know of out there, not one citizen that would give everything to do anything in today's world.
In today's America.
Yes, I don't get it.
No.
I just don't get it.
To do something maybe for themselves, but not for the betterment of the
Well, I think if the founding fathers were here, and I'll answer some of those questions that you answered, I think they would be surprised at how selfish the population is.
Yeah, because they didn't do this for themselves. That'd be silly.
And I think everybody forgets what it is to be American.
Yeah, because we've lost that and we don't teach our kids that anymore. There are generations of Americans that are in school right now and like lower levels of school right now that are being sold a bad bill of goods on how awful it is to be American and how we have so much to apologize to the rest of the world
Well, I
for.
think it's there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, freedom of speech can get out of control. There's nothing wrong with being able to understand that as much as people want to celebrate the flag, they have to be able to understand the burning of the flag in effigy, right?
No, right, but we don't have to raise our children to hate where they come from and to teach them that it's wrong. It's not.
I'm not so sure that anybody teaches their children that it's bad. I think that's what's missed here is the ability to feel American.
Most people don't feel American.
Well, because it came too easy. Do you think if you asked the founding fathers if we broke America?
I don't know what their answer would be. I don't know if America means the same things to them that it does
Well,
to
we think
us.
we know what they thought, but
We don't.
they've been gone a long time.
I've never spoken to them. I would love to, but I was never given the privilege, the honor, or the opportunity. Nobody ever invited me over for a dinner party.
Fathers?
Mhm.
They're a little old and crusty.
Well, they still didn't invite me over. I'm a great house guest. Nice. I'll tell you, your food's incredible.
I think the one aspect that would be different for them is, instead of building things, which is what they set out to do, now you just have influencers, right? Pe-
Yeah.
I mean, and not just pun intended. I'm saying people who are trying to make things happen for whatever their, agenda is,
Yeah.
not building industry, building processes and procedures. So that is a big societal difference. And obviously, politics is totally different than it was then, right?
I don't know if yeah, I don't know if they would think that we broke America. I just don't know that they'd recognize America. Not necessarily in a bad or a good way. It's just a different place. We're different.
But I wonder what they would think about the size of the federal government.
They'd probably not like it.
Like, they didn't anticipate all this stuff.
No, not at all.
And would they think that,
They warned us against it.
right? So I think that, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, the people who created the country thought that America could accomplish anything.
I still believe that.
I don't know if everybody else believes that.
No, they don't.
What do you think the founding fathers would have thought about the moon landing?
Cool.
No, like, seriously.
That's cool. I think they would have thought, that's sick, bro.
They didn't even know it was a moon.
Okay. What?
I'm saying, like, that
What do you think they thought that was?
I'm saying, I'm kidding around. Could you imagine sitting down today trying to write the Declaration of Independence?
No.
We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, provide for the common defense. Anyway, see, Schoolhouse Rock gets you every time.
You're gonna start doing it on the side.
I would love to. I would love to have been that creative. Like, what do you think they would have thought of airplanes?
Really fucking weird that we're all managing this thing together, is what I think they would have thought.
We all travel together.
Yeah, I think they would have said, "That's bizarre.
But don't you think they would think a lot of it, like they think,
That's weird.
like the internet?
Weird." You're saying I could have had somebody else write the Declaration of Independence?
We could have done it in 10 minutes if we had ChatGPT. Like, what do you think they would think of movies? A moving picture.
They think it's weird probably that we all went to this place to sit down and watch something with strangers. That's bizarre. Like, do we not think about these things? If you didn't live in this world, do you think that's really weird?
Probably, I would. I always think about this. Like, I think about if my grandfather and my father, like, they always say, like, you should be happy that your grandfather isn't here to see this.
Mhm.
Like, I wonder what my grandfather's reaction would be to certain things. Often, and sometimes I could just imagine, like, how outlandish the reaction would be.
I never had the pleasure of knowing him, but I've been told that I'm a lot like him,
You are.
and my reactions to the country we're living
Yeah,
in aren't
I
great.
just like
So, I can only imagine.
I could just see his reaction to certain things. I could hear it in my head, like, "They what? With who? Why would they?" It starts this. When my grandfather, may he rest in pieces, was like a Jewish Sebastian Maniscalco.
Mhm.
Why would you do that? I think we've lost something completely from the grand, dream that was America.
The ability to write.
Well, that too, but we have ChatGPT for that now. But
It doesn't sound the same.
I'm saying, I think we've really lost a lot of our identity in who we were. There was,
Yeah, they say don't forget where you came from,
when I was a kid, it's not that everybody was so proud to be in America,
but it was a part of your identity more so than it is today.
but it was being American was really something that was a thing.
Mhm.
So what do you think that America's 250th birthday means to your generation? Or do you think most people aren't really paying attention?
I think most people aren't paying attention. The few people that I know that feel the same way I do are paying attention and they're deeply proud.
Do you have anything else to say about America's birthday?
I'm just so happy and proud of America. We've made it really far, even on our worst days.
Well, that shows that the experiment works,
It's been
no?
a good run. And you know what? At midnight on its birthday, it's gonna turn into a pumpkin.
You think so?
It's over.
You think that's it for America?
No, I'm joking. God forbid.
Where would you go?
Israel.
Oh, forgive me, silly me.
You so would you.
I might go to Afghanistan or Iran. Why not? Skylar,
Yeah.
on America's 250th birthday, do you think that we broke it? Or do you think it's moving right along as the founding fathers thought it should happen?
I feel like we're probably quick to say that they would think that we broke it.
I think the experiment broke.
But do you think it's still okay? Maybe it's
I think it's the
okay.
best thing we got.
Maybe it's figuring itself out. Maybe it's not exactly what they intended for, but it's figuring itself out.
Do you think that they would be impressed that it's still here?
Yeah.
I mean, that probably would be my first question. Like, wow, how did you survive 250 years? That's kind of cool. We made something that survived for 250 years.
Pat yourself on the back. Not you.
Wow. Because, Dad, you didn't make anything for 250 years. You had nothing in it, nobody.
I didn't say that. I just said you didn't fight in the Revolutionary War and create a country.
Yeah, I'm a little light these days on that one. Sorry.
But I think about creating my own flag and my own country all the time because it seems to work out really well.
Does it though?
It seems to be working.
Anyway, well, thank you all for joining us. Happy 4th of July.
Have
Happy 250th birthday, America.
eat a cake, go to a baseball game, have an apple pie.
Apple pie a la mode. Wow. That sounds good.
I'm happy for you. You can't eat it.
You gotta rub it in.
Yeah.